Hi, welcome to you. This is a video for 8th or ninth grade where profit and loss is covered. Okay, it's a just a starting video on profit and loss, which will give you a brief introduction and basic understanding of profit and loss, so that you will be very comfortable in going through your textbook and also understanding lectures from your teacher. There is no way a replacement or alternative for whatever you are going to read in the class. It's just a basically supplement to alleviate your interest in the profit and loss. Okay, let's see. Let's take a simple example. Profit and loss. Okay, so let us say that there is a shop. There is a shop, or let me say there is a departmental store. Okay, you went to the shop and bought a video game for 5000 rupees. You came home, your friend saw you on the way, he came to you and said, I want that video game. You said that you don't want to give it because you know that this is the last of the consignment and you will not get that video game next stock only after some time. He said, I'll pay you 10,000 if you give me. So you thought for a bit, it's only 5000 rupees. If I give him now, I'll get 5000 more. So you are happy. You said that, okay, I am okay, give it to me. Right. After some time, again you went to the shop to get a toy. Okay, you get a toy. Let us say you got the toy. You got the toy. You came home and you realized that the toy is already there with you. So you told your friend, okay, I have already one of it, so can you please take it from me? He said that, no, I have already one, I don't want it. You said that, okay, I will give it to you. I just got it, it's brand new. I will give it to you for 3000 rupees. Your friend thought a bit, then he said that, okay, I will take it if it is for 3000. He is happy, but you are sad because you got it for 5000 and you gave it for 3000 back. So let us see what happened here in these two transactions. So the amount you are spending to buy an article is called as cost price, and the amount at which you are giving it to others for money is called as selling price. In the first case, if you can see, your cost price, you got it from the shop for 5000, you gave it to your friend for 10,000. That means how much additional money? 10,000 minus 5000. 5000 rupees is you got the money in addition. So when you sell some article and get more money, then it is called as profit. And profit is nothing but equal to SP minus CP, selling price minus cost price. Always you deduct money from higher number to lower number, right? Your selling price is more because you got it for 5000, you gave it for 10,000. That means you have 5000 more money. So in this case, your cost price is 5000, your selling price is 10,000, and your profit is 5000 rupees, right? That is nothing but equal to SP minus CP. Now let us take the second case. In the second case, you got it again from the shop for 5000, but you gave it to your friend for 3000. In this case, you can see profit is always upside. You can see that the cost price is more because you got it for more and sold it for less. So whenever you are selling it for less amount, okay, or you are actually losing some money, then it is called as loss. And loss, in case of loss, as you can see, your cost price is more than your selling price. Okay, that's it. Simple. There is nothing else in it. There is no formulas, nothing. Right. Let's do one more. Let us note down one more point here. What is percentage of profit? Remember, profit or loss is always measured on cost price, because that is the first price you are taking out of your pocket and giving to somebody to acquire an article. After that, whether you give it for more or less, it is always with respect to the money what you have taken out of your pocket. So that's why profit and loss are always measured with respect to CP only. This is very, very important, right? If you got this, you got 50% of profit and loss. Profit and loss always with respect to cost price, right? Now here I want to add one more. If it is profit, then percentage is equal to profit by CP into 100. Just now we said that profit and loss are with respect to CP. Similarly, loss percentage is equal to loss by CP into 100. Now, let's go ahead, clear this and see. Now, whenever you go through profit and loss problems, don't remember any formulas other than unitary method, and that profit and loss are measured with respect to cost price. These are enough for you to solve any type of problem in profit and loss. What is the meaning of unitary method, right? Whenever you go through the P&L or profit and loss problems, you will see 10% profit, or you will see 5% loss. So my advice to you is, whenever you go through these problems, you don't remember any formula. Once you see this, always put your three whatever the amounts, that is, if it is profit, cost price, selling price, profit. If it is loss, cost price, selling price, loss, accordingly. This will help you to correlate with whatever the information given in the question, so that you can get your answer. So don't follow any formula, just remember only this. If 10% is profit, what is the meaning of that? So always I advise you to do this. CP, SP, P in this case, CP, SP, L in this case. This is called unitary method, right? 10% profit. We know profit is always measured with CP. So CP is 100, SP is 110, profit is 10. Similarly, 5% loss means always with respect to CP. So 100 is CP, loss is 5, 5 for 100, SP is 95. If you are able to understand this, and that C profit and loss are with respect to CP, you got everything in profit and loss. You are not believing it? Let's go ahead and do some examples. I will see that you get it very easily. Let us take a simple example. Let us take a simple example. Let us say 80 oranges Those are all oranges in the basket. You cannot see all 80 of them, right? Because it's in the box. I'm showing you from the top layer only, right? 80 oranges. Oranges are good. 80 oranges bought for 200 rupees. Okay, fine. All of them were sold at 3 rupees each. Find, he made profit or loss. If so, how much percentage? Let us do this problem. How much percentage? Right. Let us see here. There are 80 oranges. You bought them for 200 rupees. So what is CP? Very clearly you can see CP is equal to 200. Okay, right. What is SP? All of them were sold. That means this is selling at 3 rupees each. One orange 3 rupees. 80 oranges, how much? 80 into 3, that's equal to 240. So this is nothing but SP is equal to 240. Now tell me whether it is profit or loss. Which is more? CP is more or SP is more? SP is more. You are right. Super. So profit is nothing but 240 minus 200. That's equal to 40. Now you want to know the profit percentage. Profit is always measured with 100. You want percentage. That means you have to check for 100. So I'll directly go here and I will discard SP. I will directly go to here. Now you can do the cross multiplication and you can find it out. So profit into 200 is equal to 40 into 100. Or if you are not comfortable with that, you can directly write profit is equal to, you can directly write profit is equal to 40 into 100 divided by 200. That is nothing but equal to 2 times 20 times. Profit is 20%. So you see how simple it is. Let's do one more problem. Okay. This is going to be very interesting. Right. By selling a coat for 800, that means SP is 800. A shopkeeper lost 20%. Shopkeeper lost 20%. Find the price at which he should sell it for getting 5% profit. Find the price at which he should sell it to get 5% profit. So whenever you have these type of problems where you have more than 2-3 lines, I request you always to break that into sentences and try to understand from each sentence what information is given. The first line says, by selling a coat for 800, that means selling price is 800. Last 20%, immediately what I will do? Without wasting time, I will go to my table. I will say CP, SP, you are telling me loss, so I will put loss. Last 20% means I know if my cost price is 100, I lost 20 rupees. That means my selling price is 80. Now, we know already that his selling price is 800. So, I need to find out what is the cost price. Why I have to find out cost price? Because If I know cost price, then only I can get the selling price of 5% profit. See, profit or loss is always with respect to cost price. If I know original cost price, then only I can find the SP at 5% profit. Are you with me? Right. Now you do the cross multiplication. You will get CP. You can discard this, right? This we don't need. CP is equal to 100 into 800 divided by 80. That's equal to 1000. Now you know CP and he wants 5% profit. So I will again go back to my CP and P. CP is 100, then only profit is 5%. CP is 100, then you want to get 5% profit. If CP is what you want to find out? Actually you want to find out the selling price, right? What is the selling price? 105. If CP is 1000, if CP is 1000, what will be the selling price? So I will discard this. I don't need it for this now. So I'll go ahead and do cross multiplication. SP is equal to 105 into 1000 divided by 100. I think you are very comfortable with cross multiplication, right? SP into 100 is equal to 105 into 1000. That gives me SP equal to 1050 rupees. So if I sold it at 1050 rupees, I will get a 5% profit instead of if I sell it at 800 rupees. And what is my cost price? 1000. Okay, let's do one more simple example and we will close this session. Okay, this is very interesting and a little bit more next level graded. Okay, right. Two cameras were sold at 600 each. Okay. On one camera, the merchant made 50% profit and on the next he made 50% loss. Find on total or at the whole whether it is profit or loss, how much percentage. Okay, interesting. I will give you some time to think through this. Just follow my advice. Always profit and loss are with respect to cost price, and second thing is divide the lines as much as possible and try to understand the inputs and put them on the paper. Remember, maths is always putting on the paper. Don't do it brain you need for all video games, and right, you need to remember so many controls, all movie information and everything. So don't put anything in your brain, put it on the paper for math. Two cameras were sold at 600 each and on, right? So in both the cases SP is 600. So let me go ahead and say CP SP profit in the first case, CP SP loss in the second case. This is first camera, this is second camera. Okay, are you with me? Right. Now tell me, SP is 600 in both the cases, so I will put SP 600 here, 600 here. Now what else I know? In the first case he made 150% profit, so I know if CP is 100, SP is 150 because he made 50% profit. In the second case he made 50% loss, that means if my CP is 100, I made 50 loss, so my SP is 50. Now to find out whether how much profit or loss you made in the whole transaction, I have to find out total CP. If I know total CP, I know SP is nothing but 2 into 600, that is 1200. Then I can take my CP, SP and I can find out, right? That is why I want to find out now CP1, SP1, CP2, SP2 you are already aware, right? Now we want CP1. So I'll go for this. CP1 is equal to 100 into 600 by 150. That is equal to 400. You can simplify that. CP2 is equal to, again cross multiplication, 100 into 600 by 50. This is 52 times, 53 times, 3 200 times for simplification. This is 52 times, 2 600s are 1200. Now my total CP is equal to CP1 plus CP2 is equal to 400 plus 1200, that is equal to 1600. Now it is pretty simple. I have CP, I know SP, so I can find out whether it is profit or loss. So let's go ahead and find out. We are eager to know that. So what is my CP? Total CP is 1600. What is my SP? SP is given as 2 for 600 each. That means 2 into 600. That is nothing but equal to 1200. Now tell me whether it is profit or loss. Your CP is more than your SP. That means you are crying. So it is loss. Loss, how much loss? 1600 minus 1200, 400. So you know profit or loss is always measured with CP. You want to get profit or loss, so discard this. Now you don't need this. How much is the CP? 100, because you want to calculate the percentage. So loss percentage is equal to 100 into 400 divided by 1600. 400 4 times, that is nothing but equal to 25%. So I hope you got a little bit idea about profit and loss, right? Based on your request, if needed, I will do more sums. But this is for now about profit and loss as a reference. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye for now.